And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Well, it's been a quiet couple of days guys, and to be honest, I'm not going to waste your time and rip the arse out of content for every single rumour that's out there in the space. On this channel, I like to keep things, done dealing and, stuff that not rumours that have real substance behind them, unlike some other YouTube channels out there. I like to bring you stuff from reputable journalists and not lead you down the garden path. In today's video, guys, we are going to go over the latest over the last from the last sort of 2 days, if you like. Of course, Liverpool did play their sort of first unofficial pre-season friendly, so we'll discuss the main talking points from that at the start, whilst also going into our main subject of today's video, as it does look like some transfer activity is ongoing as two deals are set to be agreed imminently. So let's discuss the games first, of course, against Preston. I know it was 2 days ago, but I'm just doing my bit to catch up. The headlines, as I said, may read that Liverpool did lose their first game under Slot, but the story of the pre-season friendly was a lot more intriguing than the final result. On Friday, Championship side Preston travelled to the XA Training Centre for a behind closed door friendly against a mismatch of academy and senior players. Preston left with a 1-0 victory, but a video of the highlights gave us a lot more to take away than the scoreline. Obviously, Liverpool's first half 11 was Jaros, Bradley, Van der Berg, Quansah, Simicast, Jones, Elliott, Szoboszlai, Doak, Carvalho and Salah. In the second half, it was Davies, Stevenson, Nallo, Phillips, Chambers, Beck, Endo, Basheshic, Naoni, Morton, McConnell and Katie Gordon. So yeah, as you can see there, a bit of a mix of players. Here is what we noticed from the Reds' first official outing. It was a 3 absent Reds. Jayden Danns did not play his part in the match, and the Athletic's James Pearce explained that was due to the forward suffering a minor injury. More pressing though was that Kelleher's absence. The Irishman has not been spotted in training for more than a week. Jaros and Harvey Davies shared the responsibilities against the Championship side. We're left wondering if Kelleher has sustained an injury or it has something to do with transfer business. Liverpool's number 2 goalkeeper has a history of minor fitness issues, but has also previously expressed his desire to play regular minutes, and he has not been short of interested suitors. We were sure to find out more early next week, and with the squad travelling to the United States. Robbo did not take part in any, but that is no surprise given he's only just returned to training. In the actual game itself, guys, we noticed some quick ball movement. One can only take so much from a highlights package, but what was noticeable was the speed at which the ball was moved from one player to the next with short passes. Progression up the pitch was often done with 1 or 2 touches, helped by the squad's movement with created openings in the final third, and only left the final finish defined. A small detail, but they make all the difference. A first choice 11. It goes without saying that Liverpool are still missing a significant number of their first team players, but there were some notable selection choices for the first 11. Curtis Jones was deployed in the number 6 role to start within his capabilities, but it's likely just to make do situation for now, while both Harvey Elliott and Ben Doak played on the left. Sepp van der Berg is getting his audition. He lined up alongside General Quansah and took that left side role. The 22-year-old has a larger frame since he has last played for the Reds, and we're interested to see what has to come in the summer. Nat Phillips then took over alongside 17-year-old Armand Arlo for the second half. That is a strong indicator of Phillips' future, with a summer transfer expected once the senior centre-backs return. An obvious strongest 11 then, and one we would expect to see against Real Betis next week. It's a friendly, the first at that. Every year it's the same story. We do not live and die by scorelines in pre-season outings. They are glorified training sessions, if you will. This one will be no different in scorching heat, a rarity in England this year. With a squad predominantly made up of academy players, this was simply a good early opportunity for match simulations. Much more important was Slot seeing his principles in practice. So yeah, again, as I always say with pre-season, don't care too much for that. It wasn't even the first match, to be honest. So if you are one of those guys or one of those gals that likes to look at pre-season results, then don't look at that one as the thing. As I said, it was one shot, and it went into the back of they did one shot against us. It doesn't matter anyway. I start judging pre-season maybe by the last game that we have just before Premier League starts, but even then I don't really care too much as long as we're doing bits and pieces. So yeah, that's kind of all we've got with regards to that situation. As I said, that was on Friday, but as stated, I'm just I'm just bringing up some the points because I didn't get to talk about it as there was nothing going on yesterday. Now, moving over to some transfer news, guys. After being left out of the first team training squad under Arne Slot, Reece Williams and Billy Comito are now subject to transfer interest from across Europe, and two deals are set to be agreed imminently. Liverpool's new head coach was drafted a host of youngsters into his squad for the start of pre-season, but there have been notable absences from the list, though. Despite Virgil van Dijk, Konate and Joe Gomez all being currently unavailable, Slot did not call on either Williams or Comito, two centre-backs who earned their debuts under Jurgen Klopp. The pair have instead found themselves training with the under-21 since returning to training and are courting interest from across European leagues. And the Athletic's James Pearce reports that the duo are considering their options as their exit looms. Williams is the subject of interest from League One and clubs in Turkey. Meanwhile, Comito is on the radar from clubs in Scotland and his native France. Reports state that Scottish Premiership side Dundee United are in talks and looking to try and get Comito. Both spent last season out on loan, though Williams has had hampered by injury and managed just 8 appearances for Aberdeen before a spell with Port Vale that lasted only 16 days. Similarly, Comito spent time with 2 clubs last season, USL Dunkerque and Blackburn, but managed to play only a combined 878 minutes. Liverpool will be entertaining permanent bids for both, and the clear indications that they have no long-term future at Anfield. You hope the club will not quarrel over the last penny and allow the duo to have a fresh start. With Van Dijk, Konate and Gomez all on holiday after the Euros, Slot has his staff have Jarell Consarset, Vandenberg, Nat Phillips and 17-year-old Amara Nallo as their central defensive options. The choice to have Williams and Comito train with the under-21s was writing on the wall for their respective futures, and now they'll have to consider what their next career steps will be. So, I don't think they're going to be the only ones going out the door. Instead, talks are currently ongoing with the pair. It does look like those deals will be imminent very, very soon. But I do expect Nat Phillips to also go out the door. And potentially what happens with the transfer market, we might see Sepp Vandenberg go out the door, which hopefully means that we're going to be bringing in a centre-back addition or 2. Again, the quietest summer transfer window I can remember being a Liverpool supporter. My goodness me, it's been doing nothing. Literally, I want something. I want a rumour to cling on to. I want something to hang on to. But absolutely nothing. There's nothing going on in the Liverpool space. Despite, again, other channel was making out that there is. There's nothing going on in terms of the incoming front. Sometimes I go and click on things. You just see clickbait after clickbait saying that we're interested in this player, interested in this player. Hasn't got a clue. Ain't got a clue. There is nothing happening with regards to incomings at this moment in time. And if there will, you better believe we'll be the first to report on it. But at this moment in time, nothing on the incoming front, all on the outgoing front, as 2 deals are set to be agreed with, of course, Williams and Comito. Liverpool fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts so far on the pre-season game. Did you get to watch the highlights? Yes or no? Did anything impress you? Let me know your thoughts on the pair that are leaving imminently. And let me know your thoughts on the transfer window thus far. Are you starting to panic? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And remember to check out our summer collection. Link is down there in the description, or go to cobbleklubbing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.